Thank you for joining the Lloydminster RCMP Detachment's virtual engagement. Firstly, on behalf of the Lloydminster RCMP, I would like to thank everyone who participated in the previous Let's Talk Policing campaign in November 2020. This campaign aims to build on the comments and questions you previously provided. This virtual town hall will provide a year-end update on crime trends in Lloydminster for 2020, as well as an update on the Lloydminster RCMP's progress to date on our priorities, followed by the opportunity for you to tell me what you feel are policing concerns in our community. For a 3-week period between February 8th and March 1st, 2021, the Lloydminster RCMP will accept input from community members. If you're interested in participating, please go to the City of Lloydminster's community engagement website, yourvoiceloyd.ca/RCMP. Within this consultation, I aim to respond to all comments and suggestions where possible.
Let's talk about the 2020 crime trends. Last year, we saw a 6% overall increase in total criminal offenses. I'll break down some of these categories. In 2020, persons crimes increased by 12% overall compared to 2019 numbers. Within that category, there were increases in offenses like robbery, assault, and uttering threats, and reductions in sexual offenses and criminal harassment. With respect to the categories of property crime, I'm very happy to report that we ended 2020 with an overall 9% reduction in property crimes in Lloydminster compared to that of 2019. There was a 7% reduction in break-and-enters, a 27% reduction in theft of vehicle, a 35% reduction in theft under $5,000, and a 43% reduction in theft over $5,000. There was a 16% increase in mischief occurrences. Mischief is a catch-all category occurrence type that refers to offenses related to obstruction, the enjoyment of property, including vandalism and damage to property. Within property crime reduction as a key focus in 2020, I'm pleased to report these overall results. The other criminal code trends have been significantly higher in 2020 compared to 2019. These categories include offenses like cause of disturbance and failing to comply with release and probation conditions, among other types of offenses. In 2020, fail to comply and breach numbers increased overall by 180% compared to 2019. While this increase may appear shocking, it's actually positive as it reflects the offender management efforts the Lloydminster RCMP undertook in 2020. We believe these efforts have helped contribute to reductions in property crime. One of our key offender management efforts includes regular condition checks, compliance checks, to ensure offenders are complying with court-imposed release conditions.
Now that we have an indication of the crime trends for 2020, let's talk about the Lloydminster RCMP's current priorities. The first priority is to reduce crime by targeting property crime, drug crime, and local gang violence. Together, the Lloydminster RCMP have focused efforts on intelligence-led policing and targeted enforcement approaches, which include tracking habitual offenders, conducting enforcement initiatives in key locations, and increasing strategic patrols in order to enhance our visibility. Our crime reduction strategy is a comprehensive intelligence-led approach to policing that aims to break the cycle of criminal activity over a long term. This strategy enables police to identify repeat offenders, crime hotspots, and conduct targeted enforcements and prevention initiatives. A key factor in this priority is leading a collaborative approach that includes citizens, health and mental health service providers, law enforcement, and community partners. Building strong relationships with community and public agencies allows us to address the root causes of crime while breaking the cycle that repeat offenders find themselves in. As drug activity, gang activity, and violence often go hand in hand, the Lloydminster RCMP has been focusing on local gangs through drug enforcement and offender management strategies. In 2020, the Lloydminster RCMP laid over 100 drug charges, including over 90 possession charges and more than 10 trafficking and possession for the purpose of trafficking charges. The second priority is to enhance road safety for all commuters. Through this priority, we are currently focusing road safety efforts on distracted driving enforcement and public education. Distracted driving is often closely related to collisions. By enforcing distracted driving laws, we are aiming to change drivers' behaviors while enhancing road safety by reducing collisions. In 2020, the Lloydminster RCMP laid over 150 distracted driving charges. While there were a variety of factors at play, including the impact of the first wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, there were 29% fewer collisions on Lloydminster roadways in 2020. The third priority of the Lloydminster RCMP is to enhance community engagement. No matter the challenge, we believe that solutions can be found in the partnerships between concerned and committed stakeholders, government at all levels, agencies, organizations, and citizens that all work together to build stronger, safer communities. From an RCMP perspective, there is an expectation that we are engaged with the community. This means consulting with residents and community leaders to establish policing priorities and assist with public safety issues. We are committed to having regular communication with leaders, providing reports and updates, and being involved in community activities and events when possible. Through these and numerous other means, we aim to foster positive, trusting relationships with the community. In this light, I'm happy to report that in 2020, the Lloydminster RCMP established a Diversity and Inclusion Advisory Committee. This consultative mechanism further enhances trust and builds relationships with the diverse communities within Lloydminster. A main purpose of this committee is to encourage residents to act as ambassadors. These ambassadors will actively inform the RCMP about policing and community safety from diverse viewpoints. Another essential purpose of the committee is to confirm that policing strategies are reflective of residents and the community we serve throughout consultation activities. We believe that building trust and understanding is the foundation of good community relations and critical to our success. In 2020, the Lloydminster RCMP also engaged with the community through regular media releases and news updates and interviews, all while being proactively involved in school and community events. The fourth priority of the Lloydminster RCMP is to contribute to employee wellness. In order to enhance community safety, we need to ensure we are taking care of our people. A number of initiatives were started in 2020 that were aimed at enhancing employee health and wellness. These initiatives include an employee wellness survey and the creation of the Employee Wellness Committee.
Now it's time for us to hear from you. The Lloydminster RCMP would love to hear your thoughts on community safety and policing in our city. The comments and feedback you provide here will help inform the development of the Lloydminster RCMP's priorities starting in April 2021. These are the questions we'd like your help answering. Number 1, what are your top 3 policing priorities? 2, what would you like to see from the RCMP in terms of service delivery and policing approach? 3, how might the Lloydminster RCMP work toward further reducing crime and enhancing community safety? And 4, how might the Lloydminster RCMP collaborate more closely with the community? Comments and suggestions are welcome via the below forums. For non-digital engagement opportunities, please contact the City of Lloydminster. I just want to remind everyone that the RCMP needs people to report crime. We're committed to being responsive because the information assists us in crime analysis, aids us in establishing trends and patterns, and ultimately leads our investigators to chronic offenders. Reporting crime assists us in making decisions as to how and where we deploy resources. Please pick up the phone and report criminal or suspicious activity to the Lloydminster RCMP detachment when noticed. We would love to hear from you. Please leave any comments, feedback, or questions you have about policing in Lloydminster in the forums on this page. We will post replies to as many comments as we can. Your input will help inform the development of the Lloydminster RCMP's priorities moving forward. On behalf of the Lloydminster RCMP, I want to thank you for your unwavering support. Please know that we are here for you. Thank you.